In this video, we're going to test the hasTokenExpired function. We do have a unit test for this and it was disabled. So let's look at the utility class here. So this is the function hasTokenExpired. It needs to take in the token value, and then using this token value, it creates the claims object. And out of this claims object, it gets expiration date, and then it checks if the token expiration date is before current date or not. So this is method under the test, and one difference in this method is that this method is actually static. I shouldn't have made this static because other functions I have here are not static, but it's okay. We can still test this function. So I'll go back to utility test and I will remove disabled. I want this test now to run, and I will remove fail, and I will use the utils class to call this method hasTokenExpired, and now I need to give it a token. Now there are a couple of ways to go. We can generate this token, or we can provide a hard-coded value of this token. Now if I provide a hard-coded value of this token, be careful, because if this token is valid today and if this token has not expired today, then it will expire tomorrow or the day after, depending on the expiration time you have set for this token. So it's better not to hard code it, because today your unit test will pass, but tomorrow it will fail, or eventually it will fail. But I'll show you both ways. So let's assume I have this token and this token is valid. I know because I have just generated it. So I have a valid token which has not expired, and I give it as a parameter to this hasTokenExpired function, and this function returns true or false. So I'll need to accept a boolean value hasTokenExpired like this. And now I have to assert if this value is true or false. If token has expired, this value will be true, but if the token has not expired, this value will be false. So for this unit test to pass, I want this value to be false. So I will assert false, and I will give this value to this function assert false. Okay? So now if token has not expired, the unit test will pass. And if I go inside of hasTokenExpired function, if I open it, this function calls security constants getTokenSecret. Because it is an integration test and the Spring context will be loaded, this function will be able to read the token secret from the property file. So if I go inside of it, we have the getTokenSecret function, which actually gets a bean from the Spring application context. So this is a good example of integration test, because we are accessing application context and then we are accessing a token secret value which comes from the property file. So I can put a breakpoint here to see that it's working. Now let's go back to utility test class and let's put a breakpoint actually on the assert false line and remove this breakpoint, and let's debug this as a unit test. Let's switch to debug perspective. And here we are inside of the getTokenSecret function. The app properties object is not null, so we're good to continue. Let's remove this breakpoint and let's resume debugging. And now we're inside of our properties getTokenSecret, a function which will try to read the token secret value from the properties file. So let's resume. We're inside of hasTokenExpired. Let's just resume debugging. And now we are back to our unit test, and let's move mouse over the hasTokenExpired and see the value. So the value is false, so the token has not expired, which is good. And assert false should result in a successful unit test. So let's resume debugging. Now let's switch to a different perspective and open unit tests. Here we go. The bar is green and the unit tests are green. Both unit tests have run. But now we have a little problem with this unit test, because the value of token is actually hard-coded. And if again tomorrow this token is valid and has not expired, then the day after tomorrow or a week later, it will be eventually expired and my unit test will be failing. I don't want that to happen. So one of the ways out is to actually generate this token. and I will delete this value now, and I will use a utils object to generate one of the tokens. I can generate email verification token, for example, and give it a sample user ID. It doesn't really matter what user ID give it at this moment. So let's assume this is the user ID. So now this function will generate the token, and because it's a newly generated token, it must be a valid token and it must not be an expired token. So what I can do, I can now assert if this token is not null. So I will do assert not null, and I will give it a value token. So now I have the token which is not null and it must be a valid token, and I will then test the hasTokenExpired function with a valid token. So let's now run this unit test and see if it passes. Run as unit test, and the bar is green and both of our unit tests have passed. Okay, so we're good to continue.